Good evening. The News Minute is coming to you live with its daily bulletin hashtag TNM News in a nutshell. The biggest story of the day, the biggest news story of the day comes from Bombay. The Bombay High Court will continue hearing the case under which television anchor Arnab Goswami was booked and arrested yesterday. And there was no interim relief coming forward for Arnab Goswami in this case. The hearing is set to take place at 3 p.m. tomorrow at the Bombay High Court. Now on to news from the 5 southern states. Hashtag TNM News in a nutshell is your daily bulletin where we bring you the top news from the 5 southern states, that is Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. The first story comes from Andhra Pradesh, where 262 students have tested positive for the coronavirus after schools reopened in the state. Now, this is an important story because in other South Indian states, there are currently discussions underway on the possibility of opening schools. Now, the Andhra Pradesh government says that this figure, that 262 cases that have emerged, is not an alarming one. Schools opened for only classes 9 and 10 on November 2 in the state. COVID-19 safety protocols are in place for students in Andhra Pradesh. On to news from Kerala, where high drama ensued outside the Kerala CPIM secretary Kodiyeri Balakrishnan's son Binish's house. Now, this is a case spilling over from Bangalore onto Thiruvananthapuram, where enforcement directors have searched Binish Kodiyeri's house. His wife Renita has alleged that the officers asked her to sign on a card which was not part of the house, which was not found in the house. She alleged that the card was not found in the house and that she was asked to sign it by the enforcement directorate officials. Of course, the investigation into this case is ongoing. Binish Kodiyeri was arrested in Bangalore last week in connection with the case in which he had supplied money, or he was involved in financial transactions with a person named Mohammed Anoop, who has been accused of supplying drugs. Now, this case is going to roll forward with the Enforcement Directorate now searching Binish's residence in Thiruvananthapuram. We will be bringing you all the updates from both the states, from Karnataka and Kerala in this case. On to news from Tamil Nadu, where the Tamil Nadu government rejected permission for the yatra planned by the BJP. Advocate General Vijay Narayan informed the Madras High Court that the permission was rejected due to the risk of a second wave of COVID-19 cases. Now, the BJP has been gearing up for the Well Yatra despite strong objections raised by the other parties. The BJP hoped to solidify its support base ahead of the 2021 elections with this yatra. This was the event that they were gearing up for. Counter alleged anti-Hindu agenda of the Dravidian parties. This was what the BJP had claimed. They were gearing up. Tamil Nadu government seems to be playing a political game by trying to block the yatra from happening. They're citing central government's rules and its own state's coronavirus situation for rejecting the yatra. Now, it remains to be seen whether the yatra will be allowed to go ahead or whether the BJP will continue with the yatra despite the refusal of the permission. Now, on to news from Karnataka, where Bangalore's Church Street will be vehicle-free on weekends. Now, this will be welcome news for those who are residents of Bangalore, especially Bangalore's central areas. The Directorate of Urban Land Transport, which oversees Bangalore's transport networks, has initiated this idea to improve the air quality in the city, and until February 2021 we will not have vehicles on weekends in Church Street. Church Street is your stretch of road that goes from Brigade Road on one side till the Museum Cross Road. It's a popular spot where Bangalore's awesome book house is located. Now, it will be welcome news for many living in that area or visiting that area that it will be vehicle free on weekends. Now, no decision on schools reopening in Karnataka. Despite the Andhra Pradesh government opening schools for classes 9 and 10 on November 2nd, other states in southern India are still considering this issue, and there is no decision on whether schools will reopen in Karnataka yet. There was a meeting chaired by Education Minister S. Suresh Kumar, was expected to come to some sort of conclusion, but that has not happened. And in fact, the Education Minister said that there will be further consultations between the Transport Department, between the Social Welfare Department, between the Health Department and several other officials involved After the consultations, a report will be prepared and will be submitted to Chief Minister Yediyurappa. After the report is submitted to the Chief Minister, the decision will be made. Schools in the state have not opened. Government school children have had the Vidyagama scheme, a program where students were taught by teachers in their own community. This was halted after coronavirus cases cropped up in Belagavi in this scheme. Other than this, private schools in the state have had online classes from June and July. That has continued apart from a break that was enforced in October ahead of Dasara. On to news from Telangana, where news has emerged of a high-risk COVID-19 positive mother giving birth to a triplet at a government hospital in Telangana's Nizamabad district. Now, this happened on October 22nd. Delivery was carried out immediately after the mother visited the hospital. J. Tirupati Rao, who is the coordinator in the case, said that all departments in the hospital were on high alert as soon as the patient walked in. It was a high-risk COVID-19 positive patient. She was giving birth to triplets, and this procedure was carried out in the government in Telangana's Nizamabad district. Now, those are your top stories from the 5 southern states. You can go over to the News Minutes website and check its sections for individual states for all the stories that are coming in. There are in fact several stories that I have missed out in capturing in this small segment. To the News Minute website, www.thenewsminute.com, and if you check the sections for Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, you will find many such local and intrinsic stories that will interest you. This is Prajwal from the News Minute, and I'm bringing you #TNM News in a nutshell, your daily bulletin where I encapsulate and summarize the most important stories from the 5 southern states. Thank you.